So one of the most common things we see is clients coming into us and they say, "Oh, look, we've got this playbook. One of our founders used it themselves in their previous role. So yeah, we trust it, but we think it might need a few changes." But that founder was working in a company in 2022. Now let's just take a look at what was the norm in 2022 compared to nowadays. In 2022, you would have had Sales Navigator, you would have had an automation tool for emails, and you would have had whatever CRM you're using. That would have been the tech stack for any sales team. I've been there myself. That would have been all that I would have had at my disposal as well. Compare that to nowadays, there's 550 different tools available. You've got tools to tell you buying signals, ICP. You've got tools to do your prospecting for you. You've got tools to, you've got tools that will do like Clay data enrichment, will be able to tell you your prospect mother's maiden name if you want to put that into an email. It's just got so advanced over such a short period of time. But here comes the problem. The problem there is that a 2022 playbook was so out of date that it's not, you're wasting your time. But on the other hand, you've also got a problem where any prospect now that you're trying to reach is getting inundated with this, with all these types of outreach, because it's become so easy to do. We've gone from when innovators were the top salespeople because they'd find a way to win, but now it's impersonators. You got people who are just following prompts that have been shared on LinkedIn. I go on LinkedIn every day. It's a graveyard of this nonsense of people just sharing these cheat sheets and prompts and, oh, do this and you'll win. And you've just got an army of impersonators now who are just following. They've got no originality to them, but they're just copying these things that they've been told to do. And the problem is that if, from a prospect's point of view, the people you're trying to reach, to the potential customers for you and your startup or your business, are getting bombarded with this, and they've just gone nope, and they're just blocking this stuff out. So we are going to go back full circle, and there's going to be a shift very soon. If it's we're already seeing it happen with some of our clients, is where that any bit of originality, any bit of innovative thinking will get you a foot in the door more often than not, because people are craving that some sort of a sign that the person put a bit of thought into this and they just haven't clicked auto fill into a whole campaign. That end-to-end sales for some companies has been done by AI, and it's so obvious. And it's so frustrating to receive that stuff all day, every day. I was speaking at an event on Tuesday, and the topic came up about where is sales going to be in a year's time. And just at the rate that we're moving now, I genuinely feel that the human touch is going to have a huge part to play in how successful your business is in winning new business, because the volume of outreach that's going to these prospects is gone through the roof, and it's only going to get worse because it's getting easier to do. You've got loads of these lead gen agencies out there that are just just churning out this nonsense to people all the time. And AI has made it a lot easier to do, a lot easier to learn how to do. So what we always suggest is to any of our clients is, if you can get a list of your top 10 accounts that you want to target and reach, and who you see the most revenue coming from, find a way to contact or reach those 10 that isn't email or cold calling and all the other things, that LinkedIn and all those other things. You got to find a way that's just a bit think outside the box for those 10. The rest you can try and think be a bit innovative, but you're probably to be able to scale it, you're going to probably have to do something that's scalable. But for your top 10 accounts, you've got to think outside the box. And we're getting to the stage now where it's getting back to originality, and that human interaction is going to play a pivotal role. So the last thing I'll say is, if you're a startup or an SMB and you're looking to review your own go-to-market strategy or your playbook, maybe things aren't, you're not getting the numbers that you were hoping for, you're not creating enough pipeline, or just in general things are taking a bit of a slump. Well, then what I'd say is, tools like come speak to us, or else go to speak to someone in your own network and share them an overview of your playbook, and just get their take on it, and preferably someone who's active right now, because so often we'll have people come to us and say, listen, this is what we've been doing, and it's such an outdated playbook or strategy, and you look at the person who did it for them, the mentor or an advisor, and that person hasn't been working in sales in 10 years. So look, I've described how much things have changed over 2 years.